Hello and welcome to another Budget Barista episode. I'm Michel Bartending and today I will show you how I make 2 cappuccinos at once using my DeLonghi ECP 35.31 together with a Moka pot. I will also cover my grinder settings for both my grinders used for Moka pot coffee. For optimal latte art, I will finish with demonstrating my 3-jug method. Here's my setup for 2 cappuccinos. Heating element, Bialetti Moka Express single cup, scale, 2 cups, grinder, be it manual or electric, 3 jugs of 50 centiliters, 35 centiliters, 3 centiliters, DeLonghi ECP 31.35 for milk frothing, and a water boiler for preheating. First, I turn on the heating element on its high-medium setting, in my particular case 3 of 5. While the plate warms, I boil some water and grind the coffee at the same time. For my hand grinder, I will use a finesse setting of 80% for relatively short extraction time and more sourness. For my Graf CM702, I have the coarseness at 15. For more on what this means and how I got to these values, see the description below. For the video, I will use the electric grinder. Moving on, the water has been pre-boiled and is slowly cooling down. Coffee has been ground. I fill up the filter of the Moka pot evenly and level. I set it aside next to the heating element, as not to forget to install it later on. Now it is time to froth the milk. I fill up the biggest jug and steam the milk. See my cappuccino tutorial for more on this. One additional detail, lately I've been stopping the steam flow a little more early than before. Instead of closing the valve when holding the jug for 3 seconds becomes uncomfortable, I close it right before it becomes uncomfortable. Especially with my oat milk, this gives me thicker and creamier milk than before. After steaming, I immediately fill the smallest jug using an aggressive pour, making sure that I get some of the heavier cream as well. Then I juggle the remaining milk between the 2 larger jugs 2 or 3 times, finishing with about equal volumes in both. I set them aside to let the froth settle. Next, I pour the preheated water from the boiler into my 2 cups, followed by the Moka pot reservoir. To get approximately 2 times 30 centiliters of coffee, I fill the reservoir up to slightly below the exhaust nipple. Careful, the steel or aluminum reservoir heats up quickly. Next, I insert the filter, screw the 2 halves together and put the ensemble on the preheated stove, opening the lid to watch the extraction process. As soon as steam or coffee starts to come out, I empty the coffee cups as they must be ready to be filled quickly. Once the flow slows down and slightly starts to turn yellow, I remove the pot and pour immediately. Any additional second beyond this blonding could drastically increase bitterness, so be on your toes. The Moka pot gets some cold water and is left to cool down for cleaning later on. Taking the biggest milk jug, I tap, swirl, and pour up to 3/4 of the cup. I take the smallest jug and pour half of that thick, creamy goodness into the first jug. Now I finish with a faster pour and lift to make a heart shape. I repeat with the other cup and jug and prep an elongated heart to make a feather. You can use a knife or pick to do so. There you have it, 2 homemade latte art cappuccinos with a Moka pot and DeLonghi. Cleaning the Moka pot is always the same. Once it has cooled off, unscrew the top, tap the puck out of the filter, and rinse and dry all parts, including the rubber seal. And that's my video for today. I hope it can help you experiment with your DeLonghi and or Moka pot. Any questions in this routine? Feel free to comment or message me. If you'd like, check my Insta at Michel Bartending for current bar-related activities, and see you on the next one.
Ik make coffee zwart, geen melk, alleen zwart. Wil je proeven?